I watched the first one, really liked it, and the second one I knew about for a long time. And when it went into production, I kind of begged for it, and it worked out.
Oh, I actually watched it online. The Haunting in Connecticut and The Haunting in Georgia. I saw The Haunting in Connecticut in theaters, and really the same thing. It was really cool to really do the second one of Haunting in Connecticut. So yeah.
It's not all the time that you read or see a horror film that has such a component of this emotional component, and it was really a great read, and I know the rest of the cast kind of got really excited by the script as well. So David Cogginjaw did a really good job. The trailer that my character lived in was one of the most
haunting.
It wasn't haunted like poor Emily's room, but it was one of the most disgusting trailers ever. It was really gross. Like, they didn't even run. Like, I think they pulled it in on like the back of a truck and just like dropped it in the corner of and then they came up to me and they were like, "Hey Katie, we've got a surprise for you. That's your house." And I thought they were kidding for a second, and then I remembered that, oh, that's right, Joyce lives in a trailer. And I was like, "Really great, guys, thanks." Like, it was scary to go in it. Like, you were like, I'm gonna get like some weird like disease from the carpet. It was still that 70s shag carpet, and it was like, it smelled, and it was pretty gross. So, anyway.
Oh, well, it was kind of scary because the real Warwick family came to set, and they said that they felt some weird presence there, and it was in my room, and they just stayed away from there. And, yeah, they kind of scared me. It was, the rest of the house, looked like it was a 70s style house. It was kind of, it was run down. They definitely cleaned it up a lot, I guess. But my room really freaked me out after that point. And when you look at my window, it's a long drop, and all that kind of freaked me out too. So.
And it was cold in that house.
Yeah.
I mean, we were shooting for summer, and I know that Emily and everyone else seemed to have clothing on except for the two of us. We were in little shorts and skirts and tank tops the entire time, and the house didn't have heat, so it was really cold. And if there were a lot of bodies in the house, it seemed to stay warmer. But if there were very few people in there, it would get really cold at night.
Okay, I was doing a scene. I have to think about it. I was doing a scene, and it was about the station master coming up to me, and it was so scary. He had this mask on, and he was in it for a long time, but I didn't want to see him. I wanted to get the real thrill out of it and, see it for when I was shooting. And it freaked me out. I almost passed out. I was so horrified. And I screamed, and they used the first take that I saw him for the first time, but yeah.
And her little scream is it's like blood curdling. It's like the most terrifying scream. It's like every parent in the room, or anyone who's ever anyone with a soul, really, their heart just kind of went, like, you want to just run and go make sure she's okay, because it was just just blood curdling scream. So it was really great. My wardrobe. It was really scary. Those skirts were really short and 2 sizes too small. And my bright pink acrylic nails were pretty fun. But that's pretty much, honestly, to me, it was just so much fun for me to do this character, and I loved every minute of it. But the clothing was really tight. That's pretty much it. I'd never played a character like this before, with my I don't even know how to say this with a child in the room, so I won't. I was gonna say something wildly inappropriate, but with these up to here and this down to here, it's different. You're kind of all out there. So, I think something like this, when it's based on a real family and loosely based on that family, but it is a true story. I think that after watching the documentary, people could have a pretty good idea what the story is going to be about. There is a lot of creative license in it, which just makes it a bit more scary and a bit more of a fun ride along the way. But I really don't think there was anything that they didn't want us to talk about. You know, because
That's the ending.
maybe the ending. But even if you told someone about the ending, I don't think they'd be able to imagine it.
It definitely wouldn't ruin that.
No, it wouldn't ruin it. But we're not telling you.
No.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen it. You probably have a screener. But we're still not telling you.
Yes, we look like mom and daughter. So.
And it actually could happen, which is really sad for me.
No, but really, on set, she was like, you know, she looks like the cool aunt especially when she had red hair and stuff like that. No, really.
I tried to play it up. I was drunk the whole time, so it was really easy to hang out with an 8-year-old because I was just hammered drunk, which is why it was fun. It was crazy Aunt Joyce.
You're fun now too, though.
Well, I'm drunk now.
Okay, now I understand everything. Great.
I'm just kidding. This is the most professional child I've ever. I mean, every single moment, she's just such a little pro, and from then to now, and it's so nice to see somebody growing up into this, you know, lovely little young woman, and going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
Yes. She's drunk too.
She drugged me in the back of the car.
Not for 20 years.